Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Open Potato, and here we check out the latest and the greatest strategy games each and every day of the week. Today, we're checking out Land of the Vikings, which is a Viking colony sim and city builder game. We're going to jump into things and see what this game has to offer. As ever, I'll do my very best to explain what the heck is going on. Let's name the village Potatoville, which is probably the least Viking name possible. Also, there's no orange, very, very disappointingly. So we'll go with blue and white. Sure, we'll go with that. That looks vaguely cool. Yeah. So we'll roll into the village, and then we'll get cracking. I've done the tutorial. It's quite simple, actually. Very, very simple to get to grips with. And I'm looking forward to giving it a little bash. We're going to leave the tutorial, but we've got these objectives anyway, which are going to guide us through the game quite nicely. Right. Okay. Let's quickly analyze what the heck is going on the screen. We've got a carpenter down here, which doesn't have any workers assigned. We'll fix that over the course of the little mini objective thing here. We got a couple of poor houses around, literally 3. We've got a big great hall here. Seems to be pretty purpley blue, but it's okay. You know what? I'm not too worried. These are just Vikings or whatever. So I mean, color theory probably hasn't been fully developed yet. Anyway, we've got some log storage over at the side here. We got lots of little villagers with very Nordic and Ivar Slotherson. I mean, could you ask for a more Viking name? Probably not. And then we've got the great hall in the middle, which we can't actually click on, but that is what it is. Anyway, down at the bottom here, we've got a couple of different buttons. We've obviously got our resources up at the top. We've got the wood collection. There we go. The wood collection, tree chopping situation. Trees will automatically respawn, I believe, as long as there is no sort of village nearby or village building nearby. Then we also have the rock command, which is very easy. We need to assign a job to the carpenter, which is exactly what we will do. We can choose who the heck we want to actually assign to the role. I'm not actually sure it particularly matters, but the carpenter will turn wood into timber, which is pretty important. We need to make sure that we open the carpenter up, and bada bim, bada boom, what do you know? We are on a roll. We've got ourselves a little village in the making, don't we? Right, next objective, have 3 wood, 20 stone, 32 timber. Okay, I mean, that's probably pretty easy to do. We'll actually bump it into 2 times speed, just because I think that we will need to wait for our villagers, which are going to, move quickly. They're all just laborers at the moment. They're going to move quickly to get rid of the rocks, but it's going to take a little while to accumulate all of those resources, which will be fine. We need to get wood moved into the carpenter. And in fact, to facilitate that, it's probably better if I create some sort of like a path network here. Sure. Something like that, yeah. I mean, maybe over to this sort of little rock formation. I kind of like that as well, actually. It gives the village a really sort of like nice, homely feel. Right, so what do we got going? Yeah, we've got our resources up at the top. We've got the chop order. We've got the mine order. We've got the build options here, which we will go through in detail, actually, over the course of the next wee while. We've got the destruction command. A couple of other things to talk about. We've got population up here. We've got average happiness. People are complaining about the fact that houses don't have any roads. Well, hopefully, that's going to be rectified now. We've got fame, which is probably the most important measurement here. Shows the size and strength of the village, obtained by completing objectives, increasing the village population, and by various events. This is probably worth noting, because we're about to loop back on it, and it is the defense point of the village and can be increased by training new warriors or installing defense decorations. Cool. All right. The reason why I say fame is important is because here we've got the Tree of Life, which is a massive sort of tech tree, I guess. And we have 5 fame points, which means that we can unlock, well, whatever we want down here. We've only got a couple of options at the moment. We've got villagers work 1% faster, villagers are 1% happier, or we've got transition to settled life. Now is the time to settle down. The soil must be planted and production must begin. I think we're going to keep our points for this. I don't think that there's going to be any shortage of fame points, but you never know. Anyway, are we making... Yeah, we're making wood into timber. That's fantastic. It's going to take us a little while to get that, but, I'm not worried about it. Let's stick it into 3 times speed, and let's let the video game do its thing. So if we go down here, we can check the couple of other buttons. We'll get rid of that for now. We've got resource management, which gives us a very granular view of what's going on resource-wise. We've got the job list, which is actually kind of important. We've got most of the people here just doing, odd jobs, mining stone, etc. which I think is fine at the moment. I'm actually going to queue up a few more trees to be chopped down. 2 woodcutters, but obviously there's a whole bunch of roles which we're going to be exploring. Exploring with ships. We don't have any ships apart from some fishing boats, apparently. I don't know where these fishing boats are. I guess they're up there. That's fine. What else we got? Buildings, log storage, carpenter. I guess the houses don't even count there, I suppose. Then we've got families over here. Village population. Oh, it's up to 21. Marvelous. That's great. And then we can look at our individual villagers if we need to. Messages. Hallelujah. That's great news. We should probably pin that. That's probably actually quite important. Whoa. Is that the same Bothild? Congratulations, Bothild. Just two children within a very short period of time. What is this? There is blessing. You've been blessed. The light of Freya shined upon your village like a golden sun, blessing your lands. Fields and fruit yield more crops. Well, I hate to break it to you, but we don't exactly have any fields or any fruit at the moment. So there we go. Anyway, what do we need to do? We need to build a marketplace. Where is a marketplace? A marketplace is in storage. Silver is earned with every purchase. Oh, you love to see it. We love to see it. Right, let's get it right up to there. Perfect, and we will assign some builders. We can probably assign, like, I don't know, like 8 builders. It's really not going to take that long to get all of these resources moved across. It's not that big at all, actually. We need to build a marketplace, and we need to assign a marketeer. A marketeer? A marketeer? Is that the technical phrase? I think it might be, right? Let's just turn down the music ever so slightly. And then we'll get back to business. Right, so lots of stones are being picked up, moved around. I don't think it's going to take... Yeah, I don't think it's going to take a long time at all. Literally just more stone. We got plenty of wood. We might need some timber for this. There's 3 stages of, I guess, building construction. We've got the pre-materials collecting, which is, you guessed it, that's right, moving all of the pieces, the bits and pieces across. You got main materials collecting, and then we actually have the building stage, I believe, at the end. What do we got here? We got a stone storage. We got a log storage. We have no timber storage, so I presume all of the timber is, yeah, being kept in the carpenter at the moment. I mean, that's not a huge problem. We've got more than the 48 that we actually need in order to get the building done, which is happy days. We got 2 out of 3 workers on it at the moment, and yet we're in the main construction phase. I will prioritize it, sure, for the sake of having a priority. Also, what have we got? What have we got up here? We got a lovely little plateau. I presume these are some resources in these rocks, given that this is a specific map for learning the ropes. We're surrounded by the most gorgeous mountains. That is phenomenal. That is really nice. In fact, there's lots of rocky outcroppings that will no doubt come in quite handy. Quite handy indeed. Okay, we'll nab ourselves, I don't know, like 2 marketers. That seems like a good idea. We got lots more people giving birth, which is fantastic. That's wonderful. Add at least 10 decorations. And we also have to gather food, build a gatherer hut, and assign a gatherer. I mean, that's probably fine. We can probably do that right now. Go into food. Well, gatherer hut, hunting hut. Should probably get more than 1, to be honest. Productivity is 50%. We should probably like try and bump this number up to as high as possible. Sure. Over there. And let's also make a little walkway. Why not? There we go. I mean, it's costing us a little bit of silver, and that's the currency that we've got up at the top here. Vikings love their silver. But we don't really need it for anything else at this specific moment. What do we need to do? 10 decorations? Right. Let's do decorations. Fence, a fire pit. I do like the idea of a fire pit. I like the idea of some grand torches as well. Although that being said, quite a lot of expensive stuff. Increases the storage space of some buildings. Which buildings? Maybe these ones? Sure. Sure. Maybe that'll work. Maybe that'll work. Stand B. Makes the village look richer. Installation next to the houses provides happiness. Well, we do like providing happiness, so let's do that. Woods. Okay. Now, does this count as decorations, though? That's the real question. Fire pit. I do want to get a fire pit. if I can, which I can't. Bridge, also we can't get that, apparently. That's a bit of a shame. Oh, we can build a bridge. No river is found in the near area. Okay, that's fine. That's not a problem. Gatherer hut. How are we doing with the gatherer hut? We've got 8 builders still working on this. I think that's fine, actually. We need straight up more wood, though, so I'm going to chop down some of the trees around here. You can already start to see that there is a little bit of tree regrowth, which is kind of nice. But we do need a lot of wood. We need a lot of wood in order to manufacture a lot of timber, and we're going to work on making that happen. Right. We're almost done with the gatherer hut. That is marvelous. We're up to 23 population. I mean, look at all this giving birth stuff. It's great. Really, really good. Okay, we'll grab 2 gatherers. Or should I say, we'll gather 2 gatherers. Now, it is worth noting, by the way, that speed and luck are both traits which... are both good traits for gatherers to have, I should say. So I maybe should assign my people a little bit more accordingly, but I mean, I'm fine with whatever. These people can deal with it. These people can deal with it, I'm sure. Right. We're actually making money. We started with 120 bucks. We're now up to 150, and we spent a whole bunch on carts and all that nonsense. So that's fine. So we're in a pretty good place in terms of silver, that's for sure. We're actually in a pretty good place in terms of population as well. We got 807 fame. The Tree of Life is looking very, very... It's looking very possible to expand. Let's get that. Let's get that. Sure. What's this? You can't actually click that yet. That's fine. I'm just thinking, you know, let's just get it all. We'll explore that as well. Beautiful. I suspect that probably going into the Tree of Life is an objective that we will need to get, but I'm not too worried about it. Let's also see if we can try and get some houses. Poor house. Yeah, there's literally... Oh, I should get a fishing hut as well. I just want to build everything. I really do want to build everything. I like building everything. I like building. I like city building. Is that a secret? No, not really. Right. Oh, there we go. Cool. Very, very nice indeed. Okay, so that's gonna be fine. We're gonna get some more houses as well. We're gonna get the good houses. Oh look, did you not? We need to get. Do we need to? I didn't realize that we needed to get. There we go. The road, like literally right into the houses. That might fix the happiness. My house has no road. Well, now it does. So people can stop getting on at me. Anyway, build a warehouse and assign a warehouseman. Build a herbalist hut. Assign a doctor. Find herbs. Okay, we may already be finding herbs. Not quite yet through our gatherer hut, but that's okay. That's not the end of the world. That is a-okay. How much wood have we got? Have we got enough wood? Probably not. But timber-wise, we're fine for wood. Let's see if we can try and have some more. Ooh, actually, probably shouldn't chop down these trees here. I've got to get rid of that. Yeah, and then we'll get more tree chopping over here. I mean, I don't know if the gatherer's hut is impacted by the trees being felled, but that would match with, you know, a lot of other city builders of this sort of type that I have played with before. So there we go. Herbalist hut. That was what I needed to do, right? Okay, good. And what was the other thing? It was a warehouse, which is probably in storage, right? Yeah. So I guess, like in most games, I'm sort of developing a industrial quarter over here. Can I? Whatever. Can't connect that up. Unless I cancel it, which I could do. Oh my lordy, that was very, very loud cancellation. I'll try not to cancel anymore. Right, warehouse. There we go. Okay, so that's a much better looking path, if I'm honest. Yeah, that's looking fine. Okay, we got plenty of builders that are currently working away. Let's have a little look at the works tool. We've got 4 laborers. We've got 2 people in the market, 2 people wood cutting, 2 people gathering. Yeah, I think we've got plenty. I think we've got plenty of people. And once we get this house built, at least that's going to give us a little bit more accommodation. We're probably going to build another house on top of this, I would imagine, because we have a lot of people with these little icons walking around, which, yep, means that they don't have a house. That's fine. Not the end of the world. Far from it. But it would just be a little bit more optimal if we had a few more houses. And I want to build the best houses that we possibly can. Although, to be fair, we probably pretty shortly, will get access to some slightly nicer houses. Hey-ho. I don't have a house. Yeah, a lot of people complaining about the fact that they don't have a house. Let's build this as a priority. Then we'll build... In fact, we don't even need to build it. We are donezo. What are the traits that we need? Luck and intelligence. Well, you've got one of those 2 things. Well, in fact, everyone, you're not too bad. You're not too bad. You're not too bad at all. We will assign the 2 fishing boats that we have, and we will assign another person here. I hope that that's going to be enough. Goodness me, lots of giving birth, lots of becoming adults. That's marvelous. You know what? I probably don't need to see the messages. The house has been built. Excellent. And we are still out of trees. Yes, more to be done on that front. What are our objectives? Pin that for now. Build a warehouse, assign it to a warehouse. Assign a warehouseman. Excellent. You know what? Let's cap this number at, like... Let's cap this number at 40... Let's cap it at 50 instead. Cap it at 50. I feel like we maybe need to try and cut down on the number of boards that we have. We need to try and stockpile some more wood. Right, cut all this down, cut all this down. Cut all this down. Yeah. It might be good. Can we actually afford to get a path through here? I don't want to destroy tree generation by building a path all the way out here. But I also kind of want to hopefully allow people to walk slightly faster. I don't actually know if the roads have a positive walk speed bonus. You'd think that they would, but then again, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? It's a long way that the laborers are going to have to walk in order to get their wood. In fact, I should probably just go into max speed, crank down the number of builders that we've got. We probably don't need that many builders. I think I really value laborers more than anything else. Stonecutter. No, I think that's it. I think that's it. I think that's all we need to really worry about. Like, we're gonna get ourselves the wood. It's just a matter of time. Just a matter of time. What do we need? Literally more wood. Are we okay for stone? We're not even okay for stone. Let's get some more of these stone deposits. We can't mine there. Can't mine there. That's fine. Get rid of that one. That's A-okay. I really just need more population, don't I? I really do need more population. We'll get this herbalist hut built fairly soon. Then is it the next house that we need to focus on? Or is it the warehouse? I kind of want to focus on the warehouse after that, because we're gonna need timber, and timber's actually... We've got a lot of timber right now because it seems like the carpenter is prioritizing sucking in the wood here. So let's actually prioritize... Oh! Tell a lie, we don't need timber. Main stage construction materials are literally just wood and stone. That's a little bit irritating, but hey ho. Anyway, how are you doing? Let's get you to be our doctor, and we can have sick people healed up. I presume that would appear in the messages, and we've not had anything yet, so no issues on that front. We're selling fish, we're selling fruit, no vegetables, no meat. None of that nonsense. I tell you what, though, what we can do is we can actually queue up a hunting hut. Productivity 50%. Productivity 100% out here. I mean, we'll do it. Absolutely no issues with that at all. It's a bit far away, but again, you know, what we'll just do is build a pathway right to the door. Marvelous. And we'll get that built. Now, we don't want to prioritize building that. We really, really don't. It is, that's fine. That's fine. It's all fine. This is very, very, very fine. Cool. The house is almost built. Marvelous. And the warehouse needs more... Needs more logs. Let's chop down these trees. The nearby trees. The ones that have literally just regrown. In fact, we'll queue up literally all of this stuff to be chopped. Because that is taking its own sweet time. We got the stones though. That's good. Got the herbalist hut. Marvelous. Poorhouse. Still don't have enough housing. Goodness gracious me. That's wild. Did I prioritize that? I should prioritize that because we do not need to focus. We do not need to focus on the hunting hut at the moment. It is not my priority. Let's get the warehouse. Let's get the warehouse done. Oh, watch yourself. Goodness gracious me. These people are walking around like there's not, you know, trees falling all around them. That's mad. Okay, but I think probably 2 or 3 more houses and we'll be good. Even if it does take us a little while to get up to there, then that's fine. Ooh, Justice Dilemma. Not so sure of his mind, Gris is being beaten by the village bullies whilst talking stupidly in the village square. It falls to those bullies to protect the rights and dignity of every citizen. However, the public is divided about this insane villager. Most of the village is fed up with this man's bullshit and wants his exile. The other part of the village, on the other hand, wants the bullies to be put down. What on... Okay, alright. Right. Seeks compensation. Gris becomes disabled, or Gris is exiled, leaving behind a tearful family. Sure. We'll keep him, but he's going to become disabled. Goodness gracious me. That's not a good choice, really, all things considered. Right, what do we got? Explore, transition to settled life in the Tree of Life, build a field, build a well, whole bunch of stuff, and have more than 8 houses in your village. That's fine. Well, we're getting there, and we'll queue up the rest of them right now. In fact, is there actually anything else in the Tree of Life that we can explore at the present moment? Crops durability will increase. Sure, I'll take that. What's this one up here? We can dig too deep. Crops and fields would grow 5% faster. I'll take that. Villagers would work 5% faster in the field, or grain warehouses provide 11% more space. In fact, we can get them both. I'm gonna just get them both. Oh, we can't get that one. It requires 2 points, and that one required 2 points as well. Okay, not the end of the world. Right. Okay, let's get house after house after house. Brilliant. I am literally building the best houses that we possibly can. So I hope people appreciate that. It's a weird path, but that's okay. Right, 5 new houses. Is that going to take us up to quota? I suspect that it probably will. The unfortunate thing is that that's going to require a lot of stone, so it's going to take a little while. Newcomers arrived in the village. Fame is lost. Fame is gained. Yeah, I will happily let people in. The more people that we have, the merrier. Obviously, you're not going to be able to live in a house, but that's fine. Anyway, that's okay. We're not gonna complain too much. This is looking good. This is looking good. This is looking good. Set up even more harvesting over here. We have a hungry desire for wood. We really do. Really, really do. Also, we've got not very much money. Our money has dipped a little bit. We've got plenty of meals. We've got plenty of food. I presume the hunting hut is almost up and running by now. Yeah, we need some more timber. That's okay. That'll happen. Okay, right. So whilst we're waiting for that to happen, why don't we look at getting a field, a well, all that sort of stuff? Right, a field. Okay, we'll build a field. Where do we want to build a field? In here? I feel like this is an insane place to build a field. But I guess this is kind of the... There we go. I got it. Field area wrong. There we go. Well, field area is now right. Beautiful. What would we like to plant? It's got to be wheat, right? Yeah, it's got to be wheat. We'll get some workers. I really don't think it makes a huge amount of difference as to whether we're getting the aptitudes correct or not. We'll get you over here. Brilliant. That should be done pretty easily, to be honest. We'll build that as a priority. Why not? Get 2 active farmers in there. Did I already set wheat up? Yep. There we go. I did. Marvelous. Build a well. We're working on that. Build a wheat granary. We will do that. Cattle ranch, goat ranch. I guess it's in production instead. A windmill? A wheat granary. What the heck is a wheat granary then? Is that in storage? Ah, it is indeed. It is indeed. It is indeed. Cool. I actually kind of like this as a design. This is kind of cool. Also, I guess this sort of rocky outcrop area is perfect for industrial stuff. Oh, a villager died. Oh, that's a shame. I guess he was a fisherman. That's cool. Get a new one equipped. Right, so we'll build that wheat granary. We'll make sure that we nab one of those. And then we will get... What was I going to get? Yeah, windmill. Is it windy enough over here? I presume so. Nice. Okay. This is looking cool. So if we need to get another field, we can probably get another field over here. Smaller one maybe to... I presume that we can't grow it on the rocks. But yeah, smaller field over here. That'll be fine. Can I prioritize this stuff instead? Prioritize literally all of these. We only have 4 workers, which maybe is a little bit of a problem now. We should perhaps reconsider that. Where is it? Builders. There we go. And reduce the number of warehousemen. Reduce the number of woodcutters. We really don't need that many woodcutters, to be honest. In fact, I think it's actually hurting us. Right, settlement problem in the village. The newcomers caused a settlement problem. Foreigners set up tents wherever they find an area. Some villagers say these areas are theirs, even though they appear empty. Drive strangers away from land. Banish strangers out of the village. Promise a new home. I'm going to promise a new home. How many new homes do we need to build? Build 2 new houses in 3 days. I mean, that should be easy. All we need to do in order to fix that is deprioritize these houses. And then it should just be literally getting these houses done. I'm assuming that these will count. If they don't, then we're in trouble. Then people are going to realize that I didn't keep my word. Even though I categorically did, but whatever. Right, don't move stuff to the windmill. We really don't need to worry about the stuff in the windmill. Chop this down. What's this? Trees that have been cut down will sprout again unless construction is built in that area. Yeah, I know. I know. Thank you for that video game. It's very handy. Handy intel right there. Did we finish building the hunter's hut? Probably. We did. We did build the hunter's hut. Did I assign people there? Apparently I did. Marvelous. Are we out of stone? We're out of stone yet again. Goodness gracious me. Can I... Oh my God. Try not to demolish things too regularly, potato. I need to just build... Oh, thank goodness that doesn't make a noise. I'm just going to have to build a smaller number of sort of components at a time, or smaller number of houses at a time. But that's not going to be the end of the world. Right, how many laborers do we actually have? Because I feel like we need more stone cutting, we need more of everything. Yeah, cut down the number of builders, that's fine. Fisherman's fine, gatherer's fine, 1 herbalist. I mean, I don't think that the herbalist is doing anything, but we'll leave it that way. We've got the grain storage, actually. That's kind of cool. The wheat storage. We've got wheat planted. Crops are on the go. We've got 1 farmer. I don't think that the farmer needs more assistance at this stage. Right, we've got 1 house built. Will this count as the 2nd house? Goodness gracious me, I feel like this is really intense. Happiness is absolutely like tanking. Relative died, and the fact that the village is dark at night. Well, I tell you what, oh my goodness, I can't actually fix that problem. We have got no money. We've got legitimately no money. Could we sell some more fish, please? Or sell some more of anything? I would rate a little bit more money, please. I would like that. I would like that a lot. Looks like those constructions, by the way, that I destroyed, have not made The resources didn't go back into the central pile, apparently, which means that we're going to need to dig up some more stones before anything else happens. Right, cancel the chopping of that. Goodness gracious me, we've done a lot of deforestation here. Please, just get the rocks done. Get the rocks done. There we go. We can chop down these trees at the back as well. We literally just need 10 rocks. Cut down the number of builders yet again. Come on, video game. Come on, we can do it. Okay, build a windmill, assign a miller. How far away are we from this? We've got the wood here. We've got the wood, but we just need the rocks. There we go. Finally, we're getting to the rock chopping. I mean, we got all these people milling around. You're a warehouseman. I mean, you probably could just be fired as a warehouseman and just go and help with the, I guess, the sort of general stuff that needs to be done. But I mean, we've got plenty of laborers. We've got 6 laborers. We need to have 2 marketeers at the very least, to be honest. Who else can we cut down? Gatherers? Maybe cut down on gatherers. Maybe cut down on fishermen. Maybe cut down on hunters. Yeah. The more laborers we have, the better as far as I'm concerned. Now, again, this is going to be very, very awkward if it turns out that this is not the... If it turns out that this doesn't actually count as a house, then we do be in trouble. We do be in trouble. How many houses do we have after this one as well? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this will be our 7th house. That's fine. What's your issue? I don't have a house. Yeah, literally the only reason that people are unhappy is because they don't have a house. There's a little bit of a lighting issue at night, which we'll get some torches and some fire pits if we can to get that sorted. That should work. Get a 3rd builder assigned here. Brilliant. Better not be delivering nonsense to the windmill. Delivering a little bit, but nothing major. The thing that winds me up, though, we've got 8 laborers perfectly willing to cut stone, and yet so few of them are actually cutting stone. How incredible. How unbelievably incredible. Anyway, that doesn't particularly matter because we're getting the poorhouse done. Done and dusted. Yeah, you're living in there. Marvelous. I'm also a little bit worried about the change of season, but again, I'm not gonna focus on that at the moment. There's a firewood-specific house that is going to allow us to turn logs into firewood, which I presume, just this is just best guess, that will be useful for winter. So there you go. I also hope that the fields don't grow in time with this, or don't grow in turn with the season, because otherwise, yeah, we might be in a bit of trouble there. We might have wasted a bit of a harvest, but that's okay. What the heck? There we go. Fantastic. Build 2 new houses. We did it. Marvelous. Excellent. Okay, you know what? Let's focus on... Let's get one more house. Let's get a really cheap house. I don't care. Sure. Get it over there. Cost me 3 silver. That's fine. Right, so people are unhappy about the village being dark. We will get some decoration. Grand torch. Can we build that? We can. It's just... There we go. How's that looking? There we go. People can't complain about the village being dark. I presume that there's no other... Oh, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of decorative, lot of decorative stuff. I like that. Apart from the fire pit and the torch, those are the only 2 light causing events, though, or light causing things. That's fine. Okay, windmill should be up and running next, which is grand. We've got our last house under construction at the present moment. Am I going to worry about rushing the house? No, because population-wise, we're actually a little bit off where we need to be in terms of population. Do we have any fame points, Tree of Life points? No. What do we need? We need another 50 fame in order to get the next Tree of Life point. That's fine. We can cope with that. Right, we can cope with that. What season are we in? I presume this is autumn. So does this mean that we're going into winter? Goodness gracious me, I'm not sure. I am really not sure. Okay, how many more houses do we need? I mean, seriously, come on. Just get the houses across the line. That's what we need to do. The bread production is fine. Oh, we get some fame for this. That's cool. In fact, we get a lot of fame for this. Yeah, wowzers. Okay, that was, by the way, our population just went down, so clearly people are dying. Whoa, due to work accident, naturally due to work accident. How are people dying due to work accidents? What were these people doing? What are they doing? Okay. Doesn't look like people are really complaining about the fact that there's no light in the town. So that's good at least. Do we still need more rocks? I think we should have enough rocks. We should have enough rocks in storage to build both of these current buildings, which is grand. Queue that up, and we'll queue this up as well. Got some wood over here. Right, get rid of that. And then it's literally a case of building this building and building this building. Cool. Okay, we're moving ahead with 2 different buildings at the same time. That is marvelous. We still need a population of 40 though, and we need to find some way to encourage immigration. For goodness sake, we can't just keep waiting on births to happen. What's next? Digging, stone pit, stone cutter. I mean, to be fair, we know exactly where we're going to place our stone cutters. That'll be up at the back of the village. So when that happens, that will be excellent. That will be very, very good indeed. Right. Okay, in terms of more houses, do I get more houses? I feel like maybe I just get the basic houses. Oh, you died. Interesting. You can see in the family tree there. Right. I am going to get... Yeah, I'm gonna get you. Now, again, you know, these are not great houses. They consume more fuel in the winter, apparently. I don't really care. So be it. If that's the price that we have to pay, then that's the price that we have to pay. That is not a big deal. Aha! The windmill is done. Excellent. We'll assign 1 miller. There we go. Produce your first bread. Oh, that is marvelous. How much is bread gonna sell for? I presume it's going to be more than fish, of which we have none, actually, at the moment. Is that a problem? Not really. We've got food in other ways. Our number of meals did drop down, but to be fair, I did convert everyone back to being, you know, a laborer. Yeah. Also, I think what we're going to do, maybe we create another field. Not enough silver or gold. Oh, we need money to actually buy a field. Well, I suppose we need money to buy the fences. That makes perfect sense. This is just like quite a large... This is quite a large field. And also we have no farmers. How did that happen? Huh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, it's quite a large field. I suspect that we're probably somewhat disadvantaged by the fact that we do have such a large field. Nobody has not got a home, which is fantastic, but that means that people ended up that way because... You know what? Okay, you actually have a patient, so I will actually need to assign somebody. You're unhappy? Why are you unhappy? Relative died. Yeah, your relative, I presume, was the herbalist, if you're unhappy about that. Okay. Let's get some more people working in the field. That seems fine. And we'll also see if we can try and nab ourselves another field. Nice. Okay. Let's get wheat. High yield, 3 days. Seriously, only takes 3 days, apparently. Well, yeah. Supposedly. Oh, I need to click plant. I keep forgetting that. I need to click plant, and then we'll harvest as soon as we possibly can. Right. Well, it's gonna take us 3 days anyway, but at least we can sort of alternate our growing now, so we should always have. We should have always have what we need. The fact that we didn't have farmers working on the field for such a long time, little bit problematic, but that's okay. It would be nice if we could auto replace people that died. So I don't feel like I need to sort of manually like assign when that happens, but hey ho, what do I know? Right, so one last house should be fine. Right, objective started, preparation for winter. I knew this was coming. Winter has been coming for a long time. A woodshed. Yep, that's what we need to get. That is what we need to get. Can we squeeze it in there? No. Probably squeeze it in here though. Do that. Do I want to prioritize the building of such a woodshed? You know what? No, I'm actually quite happy with the level of production that we've got at the moment. In fact, I think I'm actually happy with everything. Yeah, this is good. This is good. So what? Is this next one winter? Oh, this next one's winter. Excellent. Okay, that's fine. So what's that? Summer, autumn, winter. So it goes that way, which is strange, but okay. That is fine. That is fine with me. Reach 40 villagers. We're getting there, but we just can't seem to have enough babies. A real problem. A real problem indeed. But it's okay. We'll get the woodshed. We'll get the woodshed down. That should be almost built, actually, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we need a few more rocks. I'm going to queue up a little bit of extra work for my laborers. There we go. Just to clean up a few bits and bobs around here. Also, there's a hunting hut that has gone missing. People went missing. I think we cut... Yeah, we cut the gatherer and we cut the hunter as part of our massive push for laborers, but that's fine. No one stays in the home. That's excellent. We actually have space. That is marvelous. Right. Gave birth, became an adult, is now a child due to a work accident. I mean, seriously, can we not introduce a health and safety policy? I actually can't believe that we've got so many deaths through work accidents. I mean, that's crazy. Like, come on, surely we can do better than that. Right, build that as a priority. Marvelous. We'll get it done. We've got all the stuff that we need to actually get, and we've actually got a decent number of laborers, if I'm not mistaken. 2. I mean, it's not a decent number, but it's enough. It's enough. I suppose we did like assign a miller and a hunter, and people died and all that sort of nonsense, but that's fine. Okay. The important thing is, are we going to get these fields? Are we going to get these fields in ship-shape condition before winter comes? Because otherwise, I'm not going to be a happy chappy. I'm going to be a very unhappy chappy, in fact. Like a monstrously unhappy chappy. So I would rather have a full crop. I think we'll probably get it. I mean, if it's 3 days of growing time, then we might get one field, but we might not get the other. A harsh winter is coming. Harvest your fields, prepare the clothes until summer. Fields cannot be planted, uncollected crops rot, fruit and herbs cannot be collected. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Also, our number of farmers just literally reduced. That's fine. I presume it was another death. Yeah. People are happy. People are happy, with the exception of like a few relatives dying here and there, which is to be expected. I mean, it's precisely to be expected. It's literally, you know, the circle of life right there. We did have a lot of... Let me guess. Was it a... It was a work accident. Oh, we can harvest. We can harvest at this level already. I'm going to say harvest. I'm going to say harvest. I'm going to say harvest right now. Not only is it going to move us forward in the objectives, but I don't want to leave it until... I don't want to leave it until later. Right, how much wheat is that actually going to get us? Let's have a little look. You dropped it off at the storage. 20. How much? What's the ratio here? I presume it's going to be... Not very much. Well, just one loaf of bread would be great. Certainly be a good start. Right, we can maybe sort of like hold this field back a little bit. Yeah, I presume the yield is going to be reduced if we're harvesting early, but I mean, again, nothing that we can really do about that. Crops ready to be harvested. We'll harvest that. We'll harvest this field after we get done with the other field. Right, did we make our first loaf of bread? Come on, we did. We did. Produce your first bread. I know that we did. It's disappeared into the ether somewhere. So, there we go. Hey! What was that? Oh, that wasn't our produce the first bread. That was the woodshed. The laborer works at the woodshed. Okay, we've just got literal basic laborers. Objective ended. Bread production. Marvelous. Wool production. Build a goat ranch. Assign a shepherd. Get at least 10 wool. Okay, we can do that. I'm cool with that. I am a little bit worried about the snow. But what can we do? Not very much. Okay, let's do harvest on this field. That's fine. I presume that we're still going to be okay to build a goat ranch. Even if it is... even if it is in winter. Can we connect up to the road? Apparently not. Ooh. A big goat ranch. I don't think that we actually need a huge goat ranch, to be fair. What do we need? 4 woods, 25 stone. We should have all of that. Now, are people going to start dying due to cold weather? That's what I want to know. Right. We've steadfastly failed to get above 30 population, which is a bit of a shame. The crops are dead. I mean, did anyone really expect anything different? I mean, there's proper snow on the ground, and also we've maxed out our wheat granary, which is exactly to be anticipated. Right. Are we able to get enough firewood? I presume that we're able to get enough firewood, but I'm not sure. The villagers are unhappy. Promise it'll get better. What's the issue? Feels cold. Oh yeah, the houses are cold. Yeah. To be fair, you're not wrong. Let's pause the production of the goat ranch. Let's cancel this, cancel this. Chop the wood. Chop the wood. And let's actually, hold on. Let's cut down the number of builders that we have. Turn them all into laborers. Certainly. Farmers as well. Turn that down to 1. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, so trees. Chop trees. And, chop trees and create firewood. That's what we want to do. Okay. Feels cold. Yeah, I get it. Everybody feels cold. But we did build, like, a lot of, like, nice houses, which I am happy about. Gold-wise, we're in a nice place. I think we got some more Tree of Life points, if I'm not mistaken. We got 3. For deep mining, we need 5. That's okay. That is very okay. Okay, happiness climbing up a little bit, and once the relative died bonus goes away, then we should be fine. It's not much of a bonus. It's a negative vibe, but hey-ho. If only we had, like, more population. No firewood or coal for heating the house. No firewood or coal for heating the house. I know there's no firewood or coal for heating the house. How do you not have a home? Oh, like giddy ants. Right, well, these people without a house, who somehow, I guess, have become adults and moved out from their parents' houses. I mean, that's just cataclysmically bad. What an awful time to move out. What an awful time to move out. Right, we're gonna have to get more houses, unfortunately. I'm gonna get the most basic ones so that we can actually get stuff done. We'll assign 1 builder to do it. I'm afraid that the people that don't have a house are just gonna either have to live with their parents. I mean, you know, suck it up, honestly. I mean, it looks like it's negative, like negative something outside. Like you can go back to live with your parents for a little while, surely, whilst we get new houses set up. And then we'll go and get one builder assigned. 1 builder assigned, yeah. We'll pause the construction of this one. And we'll wait for the other one. Right, so there's only 1 house that doesn't have firewood or coal. That's okay. That is a-okay. It's nighttime. We can deal with it. That's not a problem. Tomorrow, we'll get more firewood. Yeah, hopefully people aren't dying because of the cold. Died naturally? Died naturally? I mean, you can't really complain about that, can you? I mean, natural death when you're surrounded by people dying in work accidents, that's pretty good going, actually. That's pretty good going. That is very, very good going. As it comes. Right. 10 stone, marvelous. I think we actually only need 1 additional house. I think 1 additional house. Maybe these 2 people can shack up. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We shall see, indeed. We are going full tilt wood chopping. Marvelous. And in fact, let's chop up that, chop down these trees here, chop down these trees. We need more. We need more. Okay, happiness has made a slight recovery. The negative vibes that they once had for me have somewhat disappeared, or dissipated, I should say, if not entirely disappeared, which is excellent. Is it worth maybe getting another wood chopping station? I feel like that might be not a terrible idea. Goat ranch, assign a shepherd, get at least 10 wool. If we can satisfy all of the cold vibes that everyone has right now, then I will think again about perhaps unpausing production here of the goat ranch. So we actually only need 2 extra logs, and then the main materials, whatever. But you get the picture. It's not that big a deal. 6 logs, 20 stone. Yeah, I think honestly capping this at 52 or whatever, 49, I think that's a much better place to be. Right, everyone is back to not feeling cold. Good. Good. Let's get a second builder. And let's get that house. Let's get that house built. I mean, yeah, there's going to be a little bit of residual unhappiness for lack of suitable accommodation, but not worried. Not worried about that at all. Also, it looks like we're still in the middle of winter. But it does look a little bit less snowy. Maybe that's just me imagining things, but it looks a little less snowy. Very suspect. Very suspect. Right, okay. The feeling of cold is still there, but everyone has at least a couple of bits of firewood. I don't know how long this firewood lasts. But everyone's got at least, like, 2 bits. Most people have got, like, way more than that. So, yeah, we can take our eye off the firewood ball for a millisecond. We will unpause. Oh, wait, what? Did I not pause the goat ranch? I thought I paused construction of the goat ranch. Apparently not. Apparently not. Well, we'll get the 5 extra stone that we need. We'll get the 2 builders to work on this. That's fine. The poorhouse has definitely been paused over there, and now hopefully we will build the goat ranch, I suppose. If that's what we're going to do, then that's what we're going to do. And we're also going to keep chopping down trees. Yeah. Never stop up. Never stop letting up. Never stop letting up on the tree front. Especially when we've got the laborers, we might as well take the opportunity to just do it. Oh, look. Now we've got, like, a whole bunch. Let's set the limit at, like, 100. Set the limit for 100 instead of, like, 40 wood. That seems like a better thing to do. So that we will always have a supply. We've got 29 people. How on earth have we not managed to get above 29 people? I mean, seriously. Is there a certain occupation that is more dangerous to life than other occupations? I don't think so. I think everyone has died, like, in a workplace incident in every occupation. Also, looks like that house was enough to get us across the line. How are we still building this? I paused this. Build that as a priority? It was paused. Very confused, I must say. I very much had that paused. But hey-ho. Anyway, we'll get the goat ranch done. That's not a problem. What do we need? 24 timber, 10 logs? We should be able to do that. Not too difficultly. Not too difficultly, with not too much difficulty. Yep. Fishing. We're still fishing away. Marvelous. Oh, you're literally fishing off the end of the pier. Do you not maybe want to use the boats? Is there not a better fishing location out in the water? Or maybe you could use nets? I don't know. Is that a thing? Is that too far? I mean, if you've got a fishing rod, I suppose you can probably figure out how to make a net. What do I know? What do I know? Clearly, absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing about anything, but hey-ho. Right, the timber literally just needs to come from down the road, so that should be fine. How much bread do we have in storage? We've got 2 bread here. That's good. I presume it's selling for 4 or 5 coins. I mean, it's got to be, right? Yeah, you can collect from all the buildings. That's no issues at all. Beautiful. We'll get that one last load of goat ranch material. And we're good. And we're good. We'll have to assign a shepherd, but that's fine with me. We can spare a person for a shepherd. That is fine. Right. Okay, Tree of Life. Anything else in the Tree of Life that we want to deal with? I mean, I really kind of just want to save up for the digging deep stuff. Grain warehouses provide 11% more space. I mean, that would have been handy, but now it's not going to be handy until the next season. And we've got so much flipping wood anyway. Maybe we should get another miller. Tell you what, we'll get another miller. That seems like a good idea. It's going to be a reduction, obviously, of the number of laborers. But we've got 30 population. Wow, finally, we've broken that barrier. Marvelous. Right, we'll assign 1 shepherd. Animals 4 out of 12. I don't know where these animals are coming from. Absolutely. Oh, they're just coming out of thin air. Marvelous. Beautiful. We can slaughter up to 5. I don't think I want to do that. I think I would yeah, I think I would prefer the wool. I didn't know that you get wool from goats, but okay, there you go. Again, you know, just proving my complete incompetence and ineptitude at the same time. In fact, marvelous. Right, so let's go up here. I don't think there's any penalty for walking far away. You know what? I'm gonna start chopping these trees. You know, who cares? Who cares if it ends up destroying the habitat? We've got goats now, which we can always, which we can knock off in an instant if we need to. Right. We've got 0 wool there, which means that it's presumably being moved to the warehouse. We've got 1 wool there. I have no idea what the generation rate is. Seems like we're just getting loads and loads of goats, which is great. You know, don't get me wrong. Very, very happy at the number of goats. I just don't understand where they're coming from. If I was to equip a second person, would we get wool at a slightly faster rate? I guess we'll see in a sec. How much firewood do we have? We're up to 70. I mean, to be fair, I mean, that's probably, like, more than enough. That literally is more than enough. There is absolutely no way that we need to get more than 70 wood. Just continue to chop stuff down and build this house, I guess. It's probably one of the only things that we can really do now. The firewood's fine. Food situation is fine. The goat situation is fine. We just need more wool and we need more goats. And we somehow need to reach 40 villagers, which, again, I want to reiterate, I think that is highly unlikely that that's going to happen. Fame, let's see what's our next fame point at. We need another 40 fame or so. Or 60 fame, I should say. Another 60 fame to get the next fame point. To get the next Tree of Life point. I don't know. Tree of Life point, fame points, whatever. Doesn't matter. Right. So, yeah, has it been beneficial to have these extra poor houses? It would be nice to see the burn rate. I have no idea what the burn rate is between these three different houses. Stone storage, wood storage, food, cattle ranch. Nice to get a cattle ranch, habitat for chickens. I'll get a habitat for chickens. A habitat for chickens. Brewery, that's cool. Beer is produced from barley. We don't have barley production at the moment. Military, decoration. We will get a fire pit. You know what? For all the... We get 4 fire pits. I feel like that's kind of cool, you know? There we go. Nice. Oh, my lordy. Look at this. This area is going to take off. I'm just trying to make the place look nice, you know? A gateway. Oh, that's cool. And that costs... That costs a single thing. Very, very nice. Cool. Oh, look at that. That's looking marvelous. That is looking marvelous. Right, how's the coop coming along? It's coming. Brilliant. How much wool do we have? We must have a few bits of wool now. We got 2 wool. Are you actually kidding me? Maybe it's because it's winter and goats need their extra fur in the winter. I don't know. I mean, fur, wool. I didn't know that goats had any of it. We're literally just selling meat at the moment. Is that a huge problem? I feel like that's not a huge problem. The fact that we still have 40 meals available is kind of fantastic. Yeah, like every one of these houses has enough meats and enough meal materials to feed them. So that's fine. We'll get this coop done as well. We need 12 wood. Yeah, we should probably just harvest this area again. I mean, it'd be nice if we had like an area or a building that would actually just do the harvesting automatically for us. You know, equipping a few people to working at the wood chopper and chop up the wood. You know, that would be hugely beneficial. Also, we got to be getting towards the end of winter at some point soon. Come on. What are we up to? 34 population? Goodness gracious me. It would be very, very nice if we could get, like, more people More people, more faster. More people, more faster. Let's go back to building nice houses here. We got one really, really nice side of the street. We got one really poor side of the street. Poor in terms of building quality, I would hasten to add. There is, I mean, literally no difference in quality of life in this village. None of it. None of it. All right, chop that up. Any other? Whoa! Whoa! My goodness gracious me! Is it the mountains? Is it an earthquake? What the heck? That house just fell down. Rebuilt. Right, I think I get the vibe. There's been an earthquake. Oh my lordy. What the heck was that? Earthquake. The tree of life, whatever that word is shaking. The gods must be angry with us. Bad news. Very, very bad news. Very, very bad news indeed. Right. We'll get a chicken person. A chicken farmer. Did anyone die, by the way? I don't think so. Rebuild that as a priority. Pause that. Pause that. I mean, these are like advanced houses anyway, so that's fine. We'll just make sure that we rebuild the cheap house. Okay. And we've what? We got probably one more day, I would say, of one more day of winter, which I think is definitely doable. We've got 2-3 people without a house right now, which has probably tanked a little bit of happiness. You're probably sad because your relative died, I imagine. Sure, that's probably something to do with it. But yeah, the cold is pretty much the only thing that's getting to people at the moment. Man, winter sucks. Winter just sucks. Right. Gatherer's hut. Really? Nobody's working at the Gatherer's hut? Can I click on you? There we go. And we've only got one hunter working at the moment. Right, we're down to 32 meals, but again, I presume that that's just because most of our stuff is coming from meat at the moment, but that's okay. I mean, we've got loads of meat. We've got loads and loads and loads of meat. 10 wool is proving to be an absolute chore to get. We've got 4 bits of wool. What's this? Building storage is full. Well, then ship it off to the place, to the marketplace. Do we need more marketers? Is that what we need? I mean, we can get that. We can sort that out. It's not a problem to do. But it's not going to be able to... We're not going to be able to do it overnight. I don't think we have enough people to devote to... To be fair, we could probably get like 2 additional marketers. Laborers are, I feel, much less important at this moment in time. We've got the wood that we need to get us through the winter. Yeah, we'll be fine. I just increased that number. I literally just increased that number. And yet... Weird. What? What the heck? That's weird. Okay, don't understand what that was. Probably a bug. That's okay. This is where the bugs are tested. I don't really care about anyone's talents. It doesn't particularly matter to me. We'll get that house built today. That's marvelous. We survived an earthquake. Does that not get us some more fame points? I feel like it should. It doesn't. Chop up some chickens. We don't want to chop up some chickens. You are doing literally nothing. Are you seriously telling me that you are doing useful things in this chicken coop? I think you're giving out chicken food, but you can just leave them to it and just, you know, just walk away, close the gate. You could help out in the rest of the village. No active builders. We've got 1 builder. Get yourself a 2nd builder. Sure. 2 builders, 1 warehouseman. Yeah, I think this is a good... I think this is a good mix. I think this is a good mix. Again, the fact that our population literally cannot seemingly get above 32 or 34 as actually we had at one point is a little frustrating. Building storage is full. Yeah, why is this not being moved around? It should be the marketer, right? Like they collect from... Oh, did I change it to only selected? Oh, that might be the problem. Right, well that'll explain what the issue was. Right, so now they're able to go and collect from everywhere. They should be able to get everything. Yeah, okay. Well, you know what? The good news is that things didn't actually fall apart at all. In fact, literally nothing changed. And we can probably cut back on the number of marketers now that we know exactly why there was an issue. So, there we go. Right, what are we up to? 6 wool? Goodness gracious me. 6 wool. Come on. Get us across the line. It's spring, by the way. Let's herald in the removal of the snow. Or let's herald in the new season with the removal of all of this snow, please. Let's get rid of it. Hopefully when the dawn breaks tomorrow, we're going to see all of the snow, like, literally just evaporate overnight. Which would make me very, very happy. Snow is bright. Can we plant? I think we can plant. 2 active farmers. What's that up to? Yeah, 0 laborers. 0 laborers. How have we failed? Honestly, how have we failed to get this more? I mean, we're trying to get more families. We're really trying. But, my goodness gracious me, even with all these flipping houses. That is a house that's empty at the moment. Goodness gracious me. Aha, look at that. All of the snow is going to go away, which is brilliant. Right, we'll unpause this, turn that down to 1 builder again. Yeah, quite happy to leave it at 1 builder. So that hopefully we can maybe get 1 person to go out and do some collection of wood. Not like it's going to make a huge difference. Let me guess. Another person died from a work accident? Oh, no. Natural deaths. Natural deaths. That's excellent. Right. I mean, we can either replace the fishermen, or we can replace the fishermen and have no laborers, or we can not do that and run down our food supplies a little bit. That's probably what we're going to do. Yeah. Getting to work planting the fields nice and early this season, which is brilliant. We're up to 8 wool. Oh, goodness gracious me. Hopefully, we're going to get more wool before next winter. I have absolutely no idea if it's tied into the season, but there you go. Oh, fantastic. Well, we completed the game anyway. Oh, fantastic. That is wonderful. I guess you only have a year. That is absolutely fine with me. Because I feel like we got pretty much everything that we needed to explore there. We didn't get the advanced buildings, but to be honest, I think we were probably going pretty darn fast throughout, so I'm not too displeased with that at all. Land of the Vikings, definitely one to follow up on once it comes out properly. I like it. I like it a lot. I think there's been a lot of Viking games going on recently, or being developed recently. I don't know why, but I'm down for it because I stand the Vikings. I stand the Vikings. Right. Thank you very much for watching, folks. It's been fantastic. If you're interested in helping make videos like this possible, check out the Patreon page. We've got a brand new Workers and Resources Soviet Republic series over there right now, which you can check out and watch. Cool. But other than that, thanks ever so much for watching. I'll catch you next time. Bye.